Welcome back, cherished viewers, as we continue our profound exploration of Genesis, the book of beginnings. In our previous discussion, we left off with the world spiraling into profound darkness, every thought of humanity consumed by evil, and the Creator's heart heavy with grief. Yet a single flickering light pierced the gloom. Noah, a man described as righteous, blameless, who had found true favor in the eyes of the Lord. Today, we dive into one of the most iconic and transformative narratives ever told, the story of Noah and the Ark. This is a tale that powerfully illustrates God's unwavering justice in the face of rampant sin, but even more strikingly, His boundless mercy, His faithfulness, and the establishment of a new covenant of hope for all generations. Prepare to witness a cosmic reset, a divine intervention on an unimaginable scale, and the dawn of a new era marked by God's enduring promise, beautifully symbolized by a rainbow painted across the sky. This is not just an ancient legend, but a foundational narrative that speaks to judgment, salvation, and the steadfast character of our Creator. In a world where chaos reigned and violence was widespread, Noah walked a different path. He cultivated a deep, intimate relationship with the divine, living a life of integrity amidst pervasive corruption. What did it mean for Noah to walk with God in such a time? It meant living in constant communion, listening to His voice, and obeying His commands, even when they seemed utterly illogical or impossible to the world around him. His life was an active, day-to-day commitment to righteousness, a rare beacon in an age consumed by darkness. Because of this unique connection, the Creator chose Noah to be the vessel for a monumental plan. The Lord revealed His agonizing decision. He would cleanse the earth of the pervasive wickedness that had grieved His heart. And then, God gave Noah an extraordinary and seemingly impossible command. Build yourself a colossal vessel, an ark of gopher wood, with rooms within it, and seal it inside and out with pitch. Imagine the sheer scale of this task. Noah was told to construct something roughly the size of a modern cargo ship, approximately 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. This wasn't a small boat. It was an immense undertaking, a floating sanctuary meant to preserve life. Think of the decades it must have taken to fell the trees, mill the timber, and piece together this gargantuan structure. Every plank, every joint, every seal with pitch would have required immense labor and meticulous attention to detail. And the challenge wasn't just physical. As Noah and his family toiled day after day, year after year, building this enormous vessel on dry land, they must have faced relentless ridicule. "What are you doing, Noah? Building a ship in the desert? Are you mad? The sky is clear, the sun is shining." The laughter, the skepticism, the outright mockery from a world that refused to believe in an impending judgment must have been a heavy burden. Yet Noah's faith was unwavering. His obedience wasn't blind. It was an act of profound trust in a God who had revealed His purpose. But the instructions didn't stop there. God specified that Noah was to bring 2 of every kind of animal, male and female. For some clean animals and birds, 7 pairs were to enter. Think of the logistics involved. Not just gathering, but caring for, feeding, and sheltering every species, from the largest beasts to the smallest creeping things. This was to be a comprehensive rescue mission, a testament to God's desire to preserve life, meticulously planned by the Creator Himself and executed by a man of extraordinary obedience. Finally, the fateful moment arrived. The heavens declared their intent. God commanded Noah to enter the ark along with his family and all the creatures. Can you imagine that final procession? The diverse array of animals, guided by a divine impulse, moving towards the massive wooden structure. And then, a pivotal act of divine protection and profound finality. The Lord Himself sealed the door. It was an act of both mercy for those inside and judgment for those outside. And then the deluge began. Not just rain, but a cataclysmic downpour. The very foundations of the deep gave way, and the windows of heaven opened. For 40 days and 40 nights, relentless rain poured down, and subterranean waters burst forth with unimaginable force. The earth, once familiar, transformed into a raging, churning expanse of water. Outside the ark, a world that had ignored the warnings was consumed. All life perished in the overwhelming deluge. But inside, amidst the creaking timbers and the cacophony of animal sounds, there was refuge. Life within the ark would have been a unique challenge. The constant rocking, the dim light, the immense task of feeding and caring for thousands of creatures, day after day, for months on end. Imagine the smells, the sounds, the sheer dedication required from Noah and his family. It was a confined world, isolated from the storm outside, a testament to endurance and shared purpose, sustained only by faith and God's protective hand. They lived by faith, trusting that beyond the dark, endless waters, a new world awaited. After what must have felt like an eternity, but was precisely 150 days, a beautiful truth illuminates the narrative. God remembered Noah. And not just Noah, but every living thing and all the animals safe within the ark. This powerful statement, God remembered, doesn't suggest that the Almighty had momentarily forgotten. Rather, it signifies His active, ongoing covenant faithfulness and His compassionate intention to bring His grand plan to fruition. It marked a crucial turning point from judgment towards restoration. The Creator sent a wind across the earth, and gradually, patiently, the mighty waters began to recede. After a long wait, the colossal ark came to rest upon the majestic mountains of Ararat. Noah, with wisdom and patience, sought signs of the new world. He sent out a raven and then a dove. The first dove found no resting place, returning to the ark. But the second time, the dove returned with a fresh olive leaf in its beak, a small yet profoundly significant sign of new life. A vibrant promise that the earth was drying and that hope was indeed blossoming beyond the floodwaters. It was a tangible piece of proof, an answer to their long vigil. Finally, after more than a year, a full 371 days since the flood began, God commanded Noah and all within the ark to emerge onto the cleansed earth. Come out of the ark, you and your wife, your sons and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every living thing. Stepping onto this pristine, renewed world after so long must have been an overwhelming moment, a mixture of relief, wonder, and perhaps a somber reflection on the world that was lost. The landscape was changed, scoured clean, yet vibrant with the promise of new growth. The very first act Noah undertook upon disembarking was to build an altar to the Lord. He offered burnt offerings of clean animals and birds, an act of profound worship, heartfelt gratitude, and devoted allegiance to the God who had faithfully preserved them. It was a declaration of renewed relationship, recognizing God as the source of all life and salvation. This act of worship pleased the Lord. And then we hear the Creator's profound declaration: "Never again will I curse the ground because of humanity, nor will I ever again destroy every living thing as I have done." This leads us to the heart of the story's mercy. God established His first great covenant with humanity. He blessed Noah and his sons, reiterating the divine command to be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth. He reaffirmed humanity's stewardship over the animals and bestowed new provisions for life. It was a fresh start, a reset for all creation. And then the beautiful, everlasting sign of this covenant, the rainbow. God declared, "I set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When the rainbow appears, I will look upon it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature on the earth." The rainbow, with its arc of vibrant colors, is far more than a beautiful atmospheric phenomenon. It is a profound, perpetual reminder of God's unwavering faithfulness, His immense mercy, and His unbreakable promise never again to devastate all life on earth with a flood. It speaks to a God who, even after delivering just judgment, extends unfathomable grace and establishes a lasting pledge. It's a visible testament to an invisible truth, a promise woven into the very fabric of nature itself, a constant reassurance that even after the storm, beauty and hope will emerge. For us today, the rainbow serves as a powerful symbol of hope, renewal, and the enduring reliability of God's Word. The narrative concludes with the hopeful beginning for humanity, the repopulation of the earth through Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, from whom the whole earth was populated. This covenant, sealed with the colors of hope, stands as a testament to God's enduring commitment to His creation, despite humanity's continued imperfections. Even though Noah's story has a brief, later moment of human failing, the covenant remains unbroken. As we reflect on this incredible story of Noah and the Ark, we are left with profound lessons. We see the grave consequences of sin and the necessity of divine judgment, a reflection of God's perfect justice. But above all, we see the enduring character of God, His justice perfectly balanced with His immeasurable mercy and His relentless desire for relationship with His creation. Noah's story is a testament to the power of obedience and unwavering faith in the face of overwhelming odds. It reminds us that even when the world around us is lost in chaos, one person's steadfast commitment to God can be the vessel for universal salvation. He was a man who walked with God, and through him, the Creator preserved life and established a covenant that still holds true today. What aspects of our lives need a similar commitment and trust even when the path ahead seems daunting? The rainbow remains a timeless, universal reminder of God's unfailing promises, a beacon of hope even in the darkest storms. It assures us of His commitment to His creation and His everlasting grace. It teaches us that even when a cleansing must occur, it leads to a new beginning, marked by divine promise. It challenges us to look for the signs of hope and renewal in our own lives, even after periods of tribulation. May this powerful story deepen your understanding of God's nature and His unwavering love for humanity. It teaches us that even after great tribulation, there is always the promise of a new dawn, a fresh start, and the enduring faithfulness of our Creator. Thank you for joining us on this incredible voyage through the ancient narratives of Genesis. We hope these reflections illuminate your path and strengthen your faith. Next time, we will continue our journey through Genesis, exploring the unfolding stories of Noah's descendants and the burgeoning new world. See you soon! Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed the content.